Hello my dear student, welcome back to our class of the company law and the administration. So in previous class I have discussed the first chapter, that is a introduction to the joint stock company. So I have discussed the concept of the joint stock company, about the meaning and the definitions and also the features of the company. Okay, so next one concept under your syllabus is types of the company. So the types of the companies are classified on the basis of the members, on the basis of liability, on the basis of members, on the basis of control. So this way the companies are classified on the basis. Okay, so let us start with that is classification of the company on the basis of, first one is there, on the basis of incorporation. So on the basis of incorporation, the companies are classified into three types. One is chartered companies, second one statutory companies, and third one is the registered companies. So in previous class I have already told the company means it is an artificial person. The company is an artificial person. Whenever the company will be started, that should be registered with the Companies Act 2013. Okay. So on the basis of incorporation, the companies are classified into three types. So first one is their chartered companies. So chartered companies are those companies which are started or regulated by the charter king or queen anta irate. So yarinda start aitida the companies which are regulated or started with the one charter anta karate. So charter means they are called as the king or queen. Okay, so these are the companies which are started and regulated and controlled by the king or queen anta karate, raja athwa rani anta ಹೇಳ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಂದಾಗ ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್. So these are the best examples for the chartered companies. So East India Company may be started with the 1600 and Bank of England 1694. So what do you mean by chartered companies? These are the companies which are regulated or started with the charter king or queen anta karate. So these are the companies which are established in the year East India Company in the year 1600 and Bank of England in the year 1694. So these companies which are regulated by only the king or queen. Okay, so this one is the first one type of the, that is companies on the basis of the incorporation. And second one is their statutory companies. So statutory companies are those companies which are started with the special act of the parliament. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಇದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ LIC ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ RBI. ಸೊ ಇವೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೀ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. So registered companies are those companies which are formed under the Companies Act 2013. Companies Act 2013 or any previous Companies Act that should be registered. So registered companies andre yav bartavri? These are the companies which are formed under the Companies Act 2013. ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕದು that should be formed under the Companies Act 2013 or any previous Companies Act. So previous Companies Act ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that should be 1956. So either it should be formed under the Companies Act 2013 or that should be registered with the any previous Companies Act. Previous Companies Act ಯಾವಾಗ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು 1956 ಒಳಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ. So these are the types of the companies on the basis of the incorporation. So that is the first one, type of the companies on the basis of incorporation. They are classified into again three types. One is the chartered companies. These are regulated and run by the king or queen. And second one, statutory companies. These are the companies which are passed or regulated under special act of the parliament. And third one is the registered companies. These are the companies which are formed under the Companies Act 2013 or any previous Companies Act, that is 1956. Okay, and second one type of the companies are classified on the basis of liability. So here the liability is related to the, that is memorandum of association. Whenever we are concerning with the liability, MOA is nothing but the memorandum of association anta kareeತೀವಿ. So liability of members on the basis of the, whenever we are concerning about the liability, that should be related to the memorandum of association anta kareeತೀವಿ. So on the basis of liability, the companies are classified into three types. One is companies limited by shares, companies limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. Okay, so let us know about the, what do you mean by companies limited by shares? So it is defined under section 2 clause 20 or section 2 subsection 20 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So companies limited by shares ಅಂದರೆ ಏನ? The liability of members is limited to the extent of the unpaid amount of shares. So at the time whenever the shares are issued by the company, take for example 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each. Okay, so here you are already paid up 60 each. Okay, ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ 10,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಈಚ್ ಶೇರ್ rupees 100 ಈಚ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ನ ಅಗೇನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಪೇಡ್ ದ 60 ಈಚ್, ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ 60. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕೀಗ, 40. ದ ಅನ್ಪೇಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಅನ್ಪೇಡ್ 40. ಇನ್ನು 40 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಶೇರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆನೆವರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ under companies limited by shares, the liability of members is limited to the extent of unpaid amount of shares. ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು, 40. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 10,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ rupees 100 ಈಚ್ ತಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಈಚ್ ಶೇರ್ಗೆ 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ರೀ, 40 ರೂಪೀಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಾರ್ ಈಚ್ ಶೇರ್. ನೀವು 10,000 ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತದ, ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ಪೇಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. It is defined under section 2 subsection 21 of the Companies Act 2013. So companies limited by guarantee ತಂದಾಗ that is related to the memorandum of association. At the time of preparation of the memorandum of association, the members are giving the some guarantee. ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು 10 ಜನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ to the extent whatever the guarantee given by the members. Suppose guarantee ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು 10,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 10,000 ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಈ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ the liability of members is limited to the extent of whatever the guarantee given by the members. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, 10 ಜನ ಒಂದು 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ, ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ 10 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ 10,000 ಈಸ್ ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So that is called as the companies limited by guarantee under section 2 subsection 21. And next one is the unlimited companies anta karite. Here the liability of members is unlimited, but during companies run ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಇರ್ತದ. Limited means whatever they are purchased or they are giving the guarantee. At the time of the winding up of the company, the liability of members is unlimited. At the time of winding up of the company or at the time of the liquidation of the company, the liability of members is unlimited. So that's why these companies are called as the unlimited companies. So all these are the 3 types of companies on the basis of liability. Here the liability of members should be considered. Under companies limited by shares, the liability of members is limited to the extent of unpaid amount of shares. Second one, companies limited by guarantee, section 2 subsection 21. Here the liability of members is limited to the extent whatever the guarantee given by the members at the time of the preparation of the, that is memorandum of association or at the time of the incorporation. And third one is the unlimited company. The liability of members is unlimited at the time of the winding up of the company. Okay. And third one type of the companies are classified on the basis of number of members. On the basis of number of members, the companies are classified into 2 types. One is their private company, second one is their public company. So what do you mean by private company? Private company is a company which is started with the private people only. And second thing, it requires the minimum paid up share capital of rupees 1 lakh. And here under private company, the restriction will be there to the transfer of the shares. We can't easily transfer the shares from one person to the other person. And the number of members, minimum should be 2 and maximum should be, that is 200, except OPC. OPC is nothing but the one person company. OPC is nothing but one person company anta karate. So except OPC, the minimum number under the private company is requires 2 and maximum should be 200. So these are the some features and also the meaning of the private company anta karate. Which are those features? One is the private company is started with the private people. Second thing, minimum paid up share capital is required is 1 lakhs of rupees. And third one, there will be restriction for the transfer of shares from one person to the other person, the minimum and maximum number of members under private company, minimum should be 2 and maximum 200 except OPC. So these are called as the some features of the that is private company. And another one type of company will be there, that is a public company. So public company means what? Which is not a private company. That is called as public company anta karate. Here the minimum paid up share capital required under the public company is 5 lakhs of rupees. Under public company we can easily transfer the shares from one person to the other person, and minimum and maximum number of members under public companies, minimum should be 7 and maximum under public companies unlimited. So all these are called as the some meaning and some of the features of the both the private company and the public company. So private company ಮತ್ತು public company ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಎದರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಜನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 200. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 7 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ I will discuss the other types of companies which are classified on the basis of nationality, on the basis of control. So this way they are classified, and in next class I will start with the next concept. Okay, thank you.